Mayor of Blacktown. Today is Saturday, March 30th. I'm making this very quick video about the two black boys who shot the white baby in the baby stroller. Yeah, 13-month-old Antonio Santiago was shot and killed. Sherry West, the mother of the child, was walking with the baby. Maybe you all have heard about this shooting down in Georgia. I want you to click on a link, a video by Terry Swoop, a black subscriber to our men's movement. You know, the evidence is just becoming overwhelming of what I've been saying about the mama's board crises that we have in the black community and that black media fails to address because they want to promote the strong, independent black woman mythology and insanity instead of just admitting that single moms cannot raise boys into manhood. Yeah, black media is part of this problem, y'all. And like I always say, black media has been part of the feminist conspiracy to male bash black men in books, magazines, newspaper, radio, television, and movies. Books, magazines, newspaper, radio, television, movies. And now that the internet has been invented, we black men finally have had a chance to respond. Yeah, because other media for 40 years has been part of the feminist conspiracy, and now it's manifesting itself. And I also heard that there's another epic national news story, and that was Trayvon Martin, and that trial has not come up yet. But I also heard that George Zimmerman, his brother, said something about how this shooting down in Georgia by these two black boys is proof of how, quote, violent black teens are. So, you know, some people could certainly interpret this as indicative of the fact that racial tensions are rising and that a gender war, we're ripe for not a gender war, a race war. Tensions are rising. And of course, here in Chicago, this is the most violent city in America. Why? Because of teen boys. What kind of boys? Boys that don't have fathers, don't have male teachers, don't have men in their lives. The only strong men they see, and this is by design, are the gladiator athletes like Michael Jordan. And this is why so many black boys wait in long lines and literally rip the doors off the shopping malls to buy these new Air Jordans when they're released. But this is all by design, meaning corporate America, they don't want strong black men. They want to do what they call commodify strong black men. Yeah, they want to commodify. You got to understand this idea, this concept of what it means to commodify something. Yeah, but click on the link below and watch this video, should the Georgia baby killers get the death penalty. This video is by Terry Swoop. It's a pretty good video, and at the end of the video, I noticed they show the white mother. And yeah, they show the white mother at the end of this video. It's a 8-minute, 58-second video by Terry Swoop. Yeah, pretty good video, because he talks about these are black boys who don't have fathers. And like I said, the crisis is so bad that the black media and the black spokesmen for various organizations have absolutely failed. I saw one racist who wrote a comment who said, "Where is Jesse Jackson? And where is Al Sharpton?" And you know what? Tell the truth and shame the devil, but that racist, he had a point. Because the point he was making was, what if two white boys had shot a black baby like that? The point he was making was Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton would be down there marching. And this is a shell game, people, because Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson have indeed failed to address the needs of black people, aside from complaining and blaming white folk for everything, complaining and blaming Pharaoh, instead of realizing Pharaoh has no power. And of course, that biblical story is a story about the different types of leadership and so-called men of God, and how some men of God are a mockery of God. Sometimes you gotta in order to appreciate the real, you gotta have the fake and unreal. And one thing that I've noticed, Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton are part of the conspiracy to stop the rise of the Black Messiah. And they're part of the conspiracy to kill the male babies. Yeah, because they want to be pharaohs. And we saw in the news what happened to Jesse Jackson Jr., the federal investigation and subsequent indictment and subsequent guilty plea for his admission of theft of almost $1 million that he just wasted on frivolous, trivial things. So tensions are rising, people. Not just gender tensions, but racial tensions. Yep. Typified by the shooting by these two little black boys who, once again, mama's boys with sagging pants, wannabe gangsters, who don't have fathers and they don't have male teachers because of the sexist public school systems that in Chicago has revealed that black male teachers are less than 2%. So the evidence is everywhere, but nobody has been here to plead the case of the black man. Not just black people per se, black men. See, when you fix black men, you automatically fix the community, the family, black women. Yeah, I mean, hasn't it been black women who've been talking about the shortage of good black men? Blah, 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 blah. But then when black men want to talk about gender-specific issues, she complains about that. So thank God for the internet and YouTube that we can show all of the evidence of the contradictions of our own people. Yeah, and how tensions are escalating. Other people, no other man on earth allows little boys to run nothing in the black community. And they don't allow women to run nothing, especially after the black woman is ruining the family, the neighborhood, the community, the public schools, and now our future. Yeah, she's ruining the future of the black race. Why? Because it's not in a woman's DNA to lead. Like I always say, and it bears repeating, Satan went to Eve the same way. And like I always say, the black church is twisted and hypocritical because they won't even teach the story of Adam and Eve correctly and how Satan uses women. Yeah, the evidence is overwhelming. Stop playing dumb like you don't understand. Black man, you've got to take a stand. Just like everybody else. We just witnessed the gays in Washington, D.C. this week to promote, give praise to their lifestyle being heard before the Supreme Court. So now it's time for the hetero men's movement. Yep. All the strong black men, let me hear you say it again. Amen. Amen. Amen.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, 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 to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary. By any means necessary. By any means necessary.
I've got the power. Hey, yeah.
Like the gun of the whip, I snap, attack, front to back. In this thing called rap. Singing like a double rhyme, double on a heavenly level. Bang the bass, turn up the treble. Radical mind, day and night all the time. 714, flies the line. Maniac, radiac.